Hey everyone, it's me. Mm. So, um, what is going on? Sorry, I'm trying to fix my phone here so that you guys won't fall. Okay. I'm sitting here, I'm eating ice cubes. I know I'm not the only one who loves ice cubes. So I'm in my kitchen right now. So, what have you guys done this weekend? I just realized the kids go back to school tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I am not ready for all that, right? I love my kids being home, like I said. So, when they have to go back to school, I get sad. Are these good? I have never had these. I'm not going to start, but we'll put them in someone's lunch for tomorrow. So I'm not, I don't cook with salt, but this is where our salt goes, in this plastic container. And yes, I said plastic, don't judge me. But yes, we do use plastic some. My youngest loves salt. So I have to really keep an eye on his salt intake, because he would eat a whole container if I let him. You ever send applesauce? We get I think it's the Walmart brand applesauce. I grew up eating the no sugar added, but I do buy the bad stuff for my kids, the cinnamon applesauces. So my kitchen is driving me crazy. It's not that bad, but the counters need cleaned off. Just things put away, since Thanksgiving and the kids have been home. So our dishwasher, Joey Full, I am answering one of your questions. Our dishwasher is our storage. Chips, because our dishwasher is broken. So I use it for snacks and stuff. So there's your answer. Does anyone use their dishwasher for storage? The answer is yes, I do. So the other day, my son and I went to the movies, which was fun because it was the first fun thing I've done for a while, really, fun. Of course, I always love spending time with my kids, and so we got, at our theater, if you get a large bucket of popcorn, you get to get a refill for free. Well, oh my gosh, so this is what we ended up coming home with, because nobody can eat. I mean, I hope nobody can eat all that, right? So it's been a quiet day today. So where I live, we ended up getting 10.8 inches or 11 inches of snow, depends where you read, last night. So, but everybody's back out on the roads, again, because thankfully they get them cleared pretty fast around here. And if you live in the country, that takes days sometimes, with how small the roads are. So yeah. So we got a lot of snow, but thankfully it is right now, I think, 35 degrees. My son just told me today is grocery day, which means not only going through the fridge and cleaning some of that junk out, but also going to the store, or in my case, ordering groceries to be sent to the house or someone pick them up. Today we are picking them up. I know. Here. So we got this. It's pistachios. They're barbecue flavor. If you guys can ever get these, try them. You will not regret them. And these come in little packages. So they're great snacks to take for lunches or whatever you guys do. Or snacks, when you're at work. So yeah, my counter is really not that bad. So this is our other container. And yes, it's plastic again. We don't use real sugar in our house. This is Splenda. Not Splenda. Stevia, sorry. We did Splenda years and years ago. Stevia. So, that's, so today was quiet. We didn't really watch TV, spent a lot of time with my husband this weekend, which was needed after everything, and it was nice. It was communication. It was just amazing to have that time. I did sleep better last night, so my mom, they did put in the paperwork for the new nursing home. Probably won't know anything until next week, so I'm crossing those fingers. This guy that I'm working with at this nursing home has been amazing, and I really appreciate him. He's actually doing his job. He's actually working, which I really appreciate. And let's see, he's the only one I've gotten to really work. When I've talked to my mom today, I've talked to her basically one time this morning, and she was just out of it. She thought she was leaving. People told her to pack up, that she was leaving. So she was ready to go out and drive this truck, and she could describe everything that was happening. Then this evening I talked to her, and she was telling me how some woman basically manhandled her, threw her on the floor, which she thought she was at her job, which I'm not sure where she thought she worked. Anyways, she threw her on the floor and dragged her across the floor. Well, if you know older people, when they are old, they don't have a lot of meat on them. They don't have sub-Q fat anymore. So if someone threw her on the floor and dragged her, she should be in the hospital. Right? They don't have carpet in this place, so it would be even worse, as you guys can imagine. So, yeah, so she was, oh, and then someone came in and threw her in bed so hard that they broke her mattress or the top of the bed, or something like that. And again, it's not that, obviously there is abuse sometimes in nursing homes. People get frustrated. I get that. And I don't think I'm making light of it, because I do know that. I mean, they get frustrated. They don't realize how hard they're being with their patients, and they let their stress take over. But at the same time, I feel like she would have been bruised up. She would have been hurt, crying, screaming, if all that really did happen. So no, I'm not making excuses, because I know it does happen. Don't get me wrong. She wasn't distraught. She wasn't crying. She wasn't upset, when she was telling me this. My guess is, there's 4 people in her room, counting her, and there's one lady that has a TV, and it's mounted up on the wall between my mom's bed and the next person's bed. And older people, they cannot hear, right? So, so the TV is blasting. My mom doesn't understand TV anymore, nor does she like it, because she doesn't understand it. And I think the TV gets her confused. I think she's hearing things that are going on in the programs the lady is watching, and they're becoming her stories, if that makes sense. So I think that's what's going on. Anyways, now I got water in it. So I'm using my lemon Lysol. I love the smell. It smells so good. It smells so fresh. Reminds me that spring apparently is 110 days away today. Which I'm excited for. The warmer weather. So yeah, if she gets accepted at this nursing home, hopefully before Christmas would be amazing, guys. Because then again, she would be closer to me. What do you get someone with dementia? If you have a loved one or know of any, what do you get them for Christmas? She can't see, she can't hear. Because she can't see, she can't do like crosswords and stuff. But she likes to eat, so I'm thinking snacks, like a snack box. Maybe pictures with loved ones' names printed on them. I'm not sure. Anyways, any ideas, please put them in the comments for me. So today was a pretty good day. It's been a nice weekend. My husband didn't go to work yesterday because of all the snow. Oops, just spilled too much of this. It was a lot of snow, like I said. Thankfully, they are pretty fast at clearing them up. You're not going to see me, but you guys can hear me. So he did go back to work this evening. So I'm trying to get some of my housework done. Because I didn't do any of it when he was here. Just because we were trying to spend time together. But what's going to test everything is when he goes back to work, really, this week, really. Will test, I think, a lot for us. Just not being together and having that extra stress added. What do you guys do with white onions? I have white onions over here and don't really use them. Every recipe I've ever cooked, I don't care if it calls for a white or yellow onion, I always use a purple, or some people call it red onion, because it doesn't bother me like a white or yellow. Sorry, you guys are like talking to my friends, so you get to watch me drink water. Anyway, so I got a white onion. I think it was supposed to be for a recipe. Am I the only one that I find recipes on like Pinterest or wherever, and I get the ingredients, but then I lost the recipe? So I don't know what I was supposed to do with it or cook it, or I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that does crazy things like that. So what did you guys have for dinner tonight? Did you guys have a good dinner? So we're gonna have Thanksgiving leftovers tonight. Because my husband's not a big leftover person. Like, he likes to skip a day and then he'll go back and eat it. So that's kind of what we're doing. Tonight, we'll have leftovers. I don't think he was really happy about it, but he knows that we need to eat them, right? I don't want the turkey to go bad. I mean, thankfully, we just had a turkey breast, right? But for those that probably made turkey, I'm sure that you guys are eating it like crazy, or gave it away to your company if you had company. So I think my counters are done now, pretty much. So it actually drives me crazy. I am not a person that was raised to go clean. And so that's what's funny. And I don't mean we didn't clean at all. Don't get me wrong. It's just we didn't have a certain day. We didn't really go and clean. We were the family that kind of hid everything, I guess, knowing people were coming over. We didn't have a lot of hobbies then, I guess, really, either. So, and I was the only kid growing up in my household. So, you didn't need, there wasn't a lot out. My mom was on the computer a lot, doing genealogy. And I was outside or being a teenager. So, didn't have a lot of hobbies then, or a lot of people in our house, just the two of us. So, You know, didn't really need to clean too much. Dusting here and there, but otherwise not much. So I did a relaxer, if you guys haven't noticed, on my hair. And I know they say, you know, that's bad, of course. Well, let me tell you. I have had relaxers on and off since I was a little girl, especially when I was with my dad. And I didn't, as I got older, I started doing my own. And I did this one my own. And the bad thing about it is that I always thought, so I get scabs in the back of my hair, like by my neck. And I always have on and off. And I always thought it was because like they kept it on too long. Because many people keep it on for 20 minutes for my hair. But I also have fine hair. I have a lot, but it's fine. So, this time, I kept it on the 13 minutes for the fine hair. And I still got scabs in the back of my neck. Or like, you know, my lower scalp. So, as I was reading online about something to do with the relaxer, it said do not put it on, like if you washed your hair the night before. Like let your scalp and your grease separate. I don't get greasy hair. So, that's more like other people. So I don't get the grease. And so that's why they used to put the grease in my hair, right? My son, who has this big afro, curly hair, fine, but it's definitely an afro. He gets greasy hair bad. Anyways, so I don't. So then you're supposed to put the Vaseline. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I couldn't find my Vaseline, so I used like the Vaseline type chapstick. Yeah, I did. And that didn't help because I forgot to put a towel on my shoulders. So yeah, my back has scabs on it now, and my neck, and my lower scalp. Which I did not realize that until I put a tank top on, and my son was like, what happened to you? Did you try to cut yourself? So yeah, this is why I should not be allowed around relaxers. I know it's not good for you anyways, with the damage it does, you know, to your hair, but I figure my hair is probably already damaged enough from all the years of hot combs and straighteners and all that stuff, and none of it makes my hair this straight. So, you know, yeah. So, have I learned my lesson? Probably not. We'll see. Will I be doing a relaxer in the next 3 to 6 months? No. It will probably be years. I can't even tell you the last one I did was years from now, definitely. So, I don't do them very often. I'll probably be, I don't even know how old, because I don't want to tell you guys how old I am anyway. If you can't figure it out yet. So, my water is done, so is this video. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a great week.